You know, Alyque has been a very central part of my life. I mean, quite honestly, if there are such things as mentors in life, Alyque has certainly been, if not a mentor, but certainly a pivotal figure, because he was my first boss in advertising. He gave me my first major break in the theatre, which in a sense led to my career as an actor here and abroad. We did Tughlaq, we did Tendulkar's Gidhade, The Vultures, we did Othello. And apart from that, because of Othello, I met my wife Nikki, and so I have to thank Alyque for a wife too. So this is not just old memories I have of Alyque, I have a lifelong set of memories of Alyque, almost since the time I came to Bombay. He's a very special person to me, but he's also a very complex person and a very demanding person and a very difficult person in many ways to work for, because he's always seeking and experimenting and changing, and if you try and learn your lines one way, you're in for a very rude shock, because it'll change 19 ways before you actually go on stage. And there's all the arguments that go alongside. And Alyque is very forceful in terms of what he wants, and he was equally forceful when he changes his mind the next day. So he's a difficult man to work for, but I must say, on the balance, I've got to thank Alyque for so many things.
Was he always the eccentric genius?
He was always eccentric, and he was always a genius of sorts. I really think that, you know, there's that saying, genius is 99% perspiration and 1% inspiration. And I think Alyque is the best example of that. Apart from his creative drive and his vision and his desire to do new and different things, he is probably the hardest working man that I know. He's just a fiend. He doesn't stop. And he's got this attention to detail. He's got this little pad that he carries with him, that he scribbles everything in this spidery handwriting of his. And whether it's putting a nail behind a door or it's changing the score of a play, it'll be scribbled in that spidery writing and done. So he doesn't stop, and he wears you out. Even today, Alyque, retired from advertising, will wear you out with the hours he keeps. So he's a strange, complex, and wonderful guy, and it's really hard to get too close to him personally. It takes a long time. If you really want to see Alyque, you have to see him through his work. But to reach him personally is a lot harder.
Thank you, Kabir.
Sure.